part of the stories that make up the news.
This is Focus on Liberia, and I am Dennis Jah.
In tonight's edition of Focus on Liberia, I'll be speaking with two individuals of the Diaspora Healthcare Initiatives, people that are doing something about the healthcare situation in our country in their own little way. First, I have Reverend Male Saki Cooper, who's here with me in Metro Atlanta. Reverend Cooper, welcome to Focus on Liberia.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Reverend Cooper and I work together on in our local association here called LAMA, where Reverend Cooper was our chaplain. Next, we want to introduce Mrs. Arie Sekle Momo. Mrs. Momo, welcome to Focus on Liberia.
Thank you for having me.
We want to welcome all our viewers from across the globe. This is Focus on Liberia, where we educate, we elevate, and promote all things Liberia. Tonight, I'm going to be speaking with Reverend Cooper and Mrs. Sekle Momo, both of whom are part of the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative, an umbrella group that is trying to do something in Liberia. Before I continue, I'll just take one at a time that you say something about yourself so that our viewers will know you a little bit more, and then talk to me how the two of you got together to do this. But let's start with Mrs. Momo. Briefly, say something to my audience and say something a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Arie Sekle Momo. I'm a registered nurse. I have been in America for 20 plus years, and I decided to go back home to be a blessing to my people in Liberia. And so I'm here to promote what we are doing in Liberia so that others will get to know about it, and then we can together work for the betterment of Liberia. Thank you.
Is it my time?
Reverend Cooper, Reverend, a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm Male Cooper. My pen name is Male Saki Cooper. I hail from Bong County in Liberia. Like Sister Momo said, I've been in this country for a length of time. Maybe older than some of our viewers here, going close to 40 years. However, like many other Liberians who love Liberia, we find ourselves in the diaspora, developed countries, and we see the healthcare situation dying in our country of origin. And so many of us want to do something about it. The healthcare initiative is in the making. Many of you are doing something already in healthcare over there. I commend you for that. But my idea is, let us put our efforts together and make it great. Many people in the diaspora want to go home, but they're afraid of the healthcare situation there. And so Mrs. Momo had a similar dream. And as God will have it, she came right to Atlanta here to our home. And matter of fact, I'm married to Mrs. Naomi G. Cooper, who hailed from Riverside. So we are true Liberians, American, if you will say. So Mrs. Momo and myself had a similar dream, and so we had started working together. Her ministry over there, healthcare ministry, is in the making as well, but she's done something already, and this is why we are trying to put our efforts together to honor one brother called the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative.
Thank you so much, Reverend Cooper. So we want to welcome all our viewers from across the globe. Please share the show, invite someone, and we want to appreciate the two who have come forward to say the things in Liberia, they're not looking good, and we can do something about it no matter how small. So let me start with Mrs. Momo. How this all got started? Because I read a little bit about Snotty Helping Hands Incorporated. I also read about St. Michael. So tell me, how did you get involved in this, and how did you connect with Reverend Cooper to have this thing jointly?
Well, I have been going to Liberia. The very first time I went to Liberia was in early 2008. And I went with my blood pressure machine, and people started asking me, please check my blood pressure, please check my blood pressure. And I realized that everybody's blood pressure that I checked, they were very, very high. And those people did not know that they had high blood pressure problem. And so I made it my duty to go back to Liberia. And this time that was in December of the same year to go and do health promotion screenings and educate the people about their health. So I have been doing this since 2008. And I started a nonprofit organization, and I want to go back to tell you guys about somebody who helped me through this. And her name is Melinda Armstrong. She's an American. She was an instructor at my nursing school that I was attending. And so Melinda helped me in a long way, in a big way. I saw some books, and before I started this health screenings, people from Liberia were asking me for books. Students, they would call me, they asked me for books, because by then, Liberians were using books that were as old as 15, 20 years. And so I started sending books to people.
Who are the students? Which was it nursing students, high school students, or
college students, nursing students?
Okay.
Yeah. So then I started sending books to them. I would buy books and send them. And so I was doing it until one day I came across some books that were at my nursing school that I was attending. And those books were about to be thrown out. They were just 2 years old. So I asked for the books, and they gave the books to me. They allowed me to have the books. And when I took the books, I was on the day of transferring the books to my apartment. My instructor decided to help me to pack the books in my car. And then she started asking me, what are you doing with all those books? What are you going to do with them? And I said to her, my country needs those books. And I told her how we were using books, or the students in Liberia, the college students, the nursing students were using books that were as old as 15, 20 years. And so she said, but how are you going to transfer the books to your country? I said, I will use my income tax money. And so she said, no. She said, Arie, you are a nursing student and you're doing this for your country. Imagine if you graduate from nursing school and you become a nurse. I know you will do more. So don't use your income tax refund. I will help you look for money. And she truly did. She looked for money, and we were able to get $1,500. We were able to ship those books to Liberia. But then she started to encourage me to also start a nonprofit organization. This is where the Snotty Helping Hand Ministry Incorporated was started. It was born. Snotty Helping Hand Ministry Incorporated. I'm from the southeastern part of Liberia. I'm from Sino, and so I name it. It's not. I don't have a name by that is called Snotty. No, but because of the crew, the meaning of it, I say this is God's time.
Okay.
This is God's time. Snotty in crew means God's time. And I said, this is God's time to help the people of Liberia. And so I named this organization Snotty Helping Hand Ministry Incorporated. So we started working with the people in Liberia, and we started sending books. And this time now, it wasn't only books. I had gone to Liberia in 2008 in November, and I started checking people's blood pressure and checking blood sugars, and even donating.
Right. So let me stop you right there, and
okay.
we'll continue on that more. So this issue of blood pressure. So you went there, and did you know that people were going to have this issue? That's why you took your BP cuff, or what really went into caring? Now you got people coming to you and you are taking their pressure. So how you made that calculation?
Well, high blood pressure runs in my family.
Okay.
It runs in my family, so I was always checking my blood pressure readings as well. So then I went with it. So that's how it happened. And people that saw me checking my blood pressure, they too wanted me to check their blood pressure. And then it started like that. People in the neighborhood, it came from my family to the neighborhood, and they started asking me. And so that's how I started this.
Wow. Reverend Cooper, you have any experience? How serious is this blood pressure issue? I was in Philadelphia over the weekend, last weekend, and a vibrant fellow I knew, we're in a group in a hall, and I saw him limping, and I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, and he had a stroke. So in Liberia, where nobody is checking the blood pressure, Mr. Reverend Cooper, how big is this problem when it comes to just blood pressure?
Well, the hypertension is the medical Sister Irene Momo can tell you more about that. I'm not a medical person, but this thing is universal. It's here in America. I had some Liberian Americans. That's my own quotation. So don't take me serious. Liberian American Liberians, those of us who are citizens here, blood pressure medicine. But here in America, it's under control to an extent. But in Liberia, the timing bomb that people are walking with high blood pressure reading, they don't know about it. So these things here, even myself, my doctor doesn't want to put me on that medicine. So he said, look, I'm not going to put you on blood pressure medicine. Take the medicine and give it to you. So it's universal. It's spread out in our country of origin. And this is what we want to do something about efficient care activities over there. I know I'm waiting for the question about how we got linked together. I don't want to cut you off, but to answer your question, this is what happened.
I can come into concerning the blood pressure issues. Uncontrolled blood pressure will lead to different kinds of illnesses. It can lead to stroke, and like you talk about your friend who had a stroke, it was stroke, limping like that. It was stroke, and it can lead to heart attack. It can lead to kidney failure, and this is where I have the passion. I have the passion to educate the people about how to take care of themselves. When I talk about taking care of themselves, I'm talking about their health.
Yeah.
So that they will not experience what others experience. And I had a brother who even passed. Like I said, it runs in high blood pressure runs in my family. And so it was as a result of complications from that, even though he was in America here. And Liberians are not educated about their health. Even and this is so sad that they will go to the doctor. Sometimes when I'm doing health screenings, I ask people, did the doctor tell you that you have high blood pressure, or have somebody diagnose you of having high blood pressure? Yeah, the doctor say my pressure high. That's what they will say, my pressure high. Okay. Then the next thing, did they put you in a medicine? Yes, the doctor gave me this medicine. And this is where I blame the healthcare people in Liberia, where they don't educate the people about what they take. They don't educate the people, like even grown people who call themselves educated people. You ask them about the blood pressure, the blood pressure medicine. They know that they have high blood pressure problem, and then they tell you, well, I don't know the name. It's some kind of white pill. It doesn't cut it. It's some kind of white pill. We can see different white pills. And
Yeah.
so I blame the healthcare people in Liberia for that educating the people more.
Right.
You see, in this country, in America,
maybe they're
people,
educating them and they're not taking it, so we don't know.
no, the thing is, when you, and that's one of the things we learn in nursing school. When you have a patient, you're going to educate the patient concerning the medicine they are taking, the side effect. You're going to educate the patient, but they will just prescribe medicine for the patient, and the patient is up and running and going. Well, there's something called rebound hypertension. The people are not educated about continuing to take their blood pressure medicines. And so they will take the blood pressure medicine, let's say for 30 days, or when they feel much better, then they stop taking it.
Right.
And when they stop taking it, this rebound hypertension is going to hit you so hard that your blood pressure will be higher than ever before. And that can lead to stroke. That can lead to kidney failure.
Wow.
And so this is where I come in now to be a blessing to the people, to help the people, educate them, not only to treat them, but we want to have the people who will be able to know about the healthcare, who will be able to follow their medication regimen.
Thank you. Thank you. Because high blood pressure is not headache. It doesn't go away, so you stop. Reverend Cooper, you are pastor.
Yeah.
How did you get into this healthcare business? I'm expecting you to be planting churches, but now you're in this healthcare. So how did you get involved? What was the thing that drove you to do it?
Good question. Well, you sure you want me to preach here? Listen, Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity, the Savior, he did not only feed the people with food, but he did heal them. So, Christianity, pastoral, or whatever religion, and healing go together. Jesus did more healing. So in the modern mission enterprise, it is called medical mission. Medical mission is what Sister Arie is talking about here. And the way I came in was that like many Liberians in the diaspora, we are dreaming of doing something in Liberia. And most of the time, when you get hit hard with a situation, you are trying to find out what solution to do about it. So my brother-in-law died from the effect of high blood pressure. My mother died just about the same day, and so while thinking about them, I said, "Well, let's do something." And so I'm dreaming of having a little clinic in the Cotton Tree, Owens Grove area where we have a property. And I put a proposal together and took it to an organization here, and they shut it down. They say, well, look, we plenty of things to do in Africa, and we cannot help you at this time. Then went back to the drawing board. I asked God, I said, where do I go next? God impressed on my mind, say, how many Liberians do you have in the healthcare industry in America, in the diaspora? I said, oh, there's so many of us. So I said, well, I was going to go to my people, and this is how God sent Arie to us here in Atlanta, and we started planning together. We started planning together. The Diaspora Healthcare Initiative is going to be in collaboration with Snotty Healthcare Ministry. This is how we're going to work together. But the fact of the matter is, just like you said earlier, there are many people who are doing this. What about us? What's different? Well, we all are aiming at the same thing. Why don't we mobilize and put our effort together when we can reach many people? This is why Arie and myself are working about inviting, tapping into the health profession in the diaspora so that we can all be part of what God wants to do for healthcare in Liberia.
Thank you. Arie, you want to say something before I come in with my question?
You know, the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative, even though we are in the starting phase, but we wanted to be that umbrella. And so God, I believe in the working of God so much that I believe that it was God that brought me into this home, into Pastor Cooper's home, that I came to do travel nursing in Georgia, and I landed in this home. And so with this, we started talking about what I was doing, and with the healthcare facility that I'm starting, with the building project and everything. He said, "Oh wow, this is what I envision to happen. This is what I want to do." And so we started to talk about it, and I bought into the idea about the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative, because with this, we will be able to have healthcare facilities all over the various counties, and the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative will be that umbrella that will support, that will be able to bring people in, bring medications in, equipment in, to help us to give the Liberian people the kind of healthcare they desire, they need. And then on top of that, my vision is, and that's when I started to build, me and my husband and myself joined together, and we started to build this. We bought this acre of land, and we started to build. We want the St. Michael Health and Revival Center to be the facility where people all over Liberia will come to seek health care. No more will Liberians leave Liberia to go to different countries to seek health care. We have good, better healthcare personnel in Liberia, and even in the diaspora that can even come maybe occasionally to come if they don't want to move back to Liberia. I have moved back to Liberia to come and be able to help us to provide the care that the people need, so that high blood pressure will be the thing of the past, diabetes will be the thing of the past, stroke, heart attack will be the thing of the past, because the people will be educated more about their health.
Thank you. So what's the overall vision? What is it that you are expecting to do? I want you to lay it out for me, and both of you can share in that question. Exactly what is it that the Diaspora Health Initiative with the St. Michael Center and also Snotty Helping Hand, what is it that you're trying to accomplish here?
Okay, Pastor, let me come in. So the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative, like I said, is going to be that umbrella. But we are trying to get the hospital that my husband and myself started building is at roof level right now.
Is it this one?
Yes, yes. And this is going to be the first building, because this land is an acre, and we can do a lot on that acre. So this is the first building. We know in America, when you go to those big hospitals, they got building number 1, they got building number 2. They name this building after this person, they name that building after this other person. And so we want this facility to be able to help the people to get Liberians going when they come to healthcare. And so when I came to work in Georgia, I started to I contacted an organization here, and they cater to nonprofit organizations in the areas of healthcare and other areas. I don't really know much about the other areas, but I know about healthcare.
Yeah.
And so they cater to nonprofit organizations, and they donate healthcare supplies, equipment, you just name it. And so when I contacted those people, they said, we can help you. We can donate a 40-footer container. 40-footer container is a very big container.
Yeah.
We can donate that to you, to your organization, and that will have healthcare equipment. It will have supplies that you can your facility can use to help your people. But this is the catch. And when I say catch, it's not much of a catch. And they told me that we have to provide 25,000 United States dollars. We know that MRI machine, CT scan machine, CAT scan machine, those are more than 100,000. I mean, more than $25,000.
Yeah.
And if they are going to fill that 40-footer container with equipment, it will go a long way for Liberia.
Yeah.
It will go a long way. And so when Pastor Cooper and myself started talking about this, and I told him how I had contacted these people, he said, well, this is a good thing. And they are talking about the non-profit organization. You already have a non-profit organization. And we can together work so that this healthcare initiative will be all over Liberia. It's not like it will be for Snotty Helping Hand Ministry Incorporated. It's not going to be for St. Michael Health and Revival Center. It's going to be for Liberia, for Liberians, so that we'll be able to provide care for Liberians all over Liberia.
Thank you. Reverend Cooper, anything to add on that, on the overall vision?
Well, this is what, when we had this discussion, we're dreaming the same dream. Okay, she has started already. Okay, the $25,000 with equipment. I said, well, this is big. This is you had a facility, and so we are up to promote the organization to our people in the diaspora. I came up with a catchy name, Diaspora Healthcare Initiative, because I realized that a friend of mine in Michigan, when I talked to him about it, I said, look, we are looking forward to going to Liberia on the purpose. There's a friend who called me from Florida, and he already got people in Salala, and they are trying to establish a clinic there. I said, oh, but this is something that we are all thinking about the same thing. Why don't we work together? Why don't we work together? It's not only going to be the equipment be sent. We want to tap into healthcare professions here. Like the Americans do, if they try to support organization, they will go there on their vacation. They will teach. They will do whatever they can. So this is the kind of mentality I want us Liberian professionals to have. The God has brought us on this side here, and we have been exposed to a lot of things here that we can take it back to Liberia. Now, I know you have, I saw on your question here as to how you're going to be funded. Now, this is not going to be a just a giveaway. We're not going to be for profit, but at the same time, we have people to pay a certain amount into what they are getting. It will not be compared to what the private sector would be. So the include the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative and Sonati collaboration is still on the drawing board. That aspect is still on the drawing board. This is why we are inviting people who are, skilled in putting a corporation together. We're inviting lawyers, we're inviting doctors. We will have the modality as to the governance. The organization will be governed here in the United States in a board of directors. It will be governed on the ground as well.
Reverend, before you get to that, you and I like the idea, because you said, people are doing these things already, but you decided to come together because a lot of people have the same dream, and that was the question I was going to ask. A lot of people doing these things. How now are you going to go about bringing other people with the same vision, with the same idea under this one umbrella, so that we can all work on this together? How are you going to do that?
Okay, it will come with negotiation. It's not. It's like our politics is over there. Somebody who's going to be at the top who will be the president. So this is why we are inviting people who have similar dream to come together so that we can work, put idea together, and see. People are not just going to be, it depends on what you bring on the table and what do you want out of it. We're not going to go into it for profit per se. Many of us will be doing it many of us will be retire and will be giving our time. We don't just want to go sit down over there and drink coffee. We want doing something for Liberia. So we will invite a few people. The organization is on the draw board. One good friend was trying to help us to register here in Georgia. Then we invite people with similar idea, and they will bring that idea. Sister Momo has a professor in Alabama who helped her to put to professor. I've invited him. We are planning on having some time to come, and we will put this organization together. Those who want to help, those who want to join us, will join us. That's the idea.
Thank you. You know, Liberia is always a good thing where politics dominate everything. So everybody talking politics. And then there is bad news. So anytime you want to do something, there are all these challenges of why, all the reasons why you can't do it. You know, the country is bad, you know, this is not going on right. You know, the government's supposed to do this, or you're supposed to do this. What is encouraging you to do this with all the hard time, with all the bad news, and everything else that is going on, or no lies today? What is the thing that is encouraging you to do it?
Let me come in.
The passion. Let me give you a hint. The passion, the analogy I draw is that the traders in Liberia, the business people in Liberia, don't you know that they go through hardship? They go through hardship to establish their business. We are born in Liberia. We know the language. We know to cut the corner with God on our back. This is going to be possible because people are going to buy into it, because it's not for us to make profit. It's for us to help their families, diaspora themselves are going to Liberia. They need adequate healthcare facility over there. Go ahead, Irene. Sorry.
Yeah, so the hardship is there. You know, we cannot continue to depend on the government to help the Liberian people. We know that the government is not doing what they're supposed to do for the people. We know. But if we continue to dwell on that, we're not going to go anywhere. And so we as private citizens, we as laymen, laywomen, we want to come together for us to help the people. And we want to be able to provide the care that they need. And you asked about the funding. Well, we have been putting our resources, we put our money where our mouth is, so to speak. And so I have been preaching this a long time concerning healthcare, a better Liberia, a healthier Liberia. And so I put my money where my mouth is. I'm a travel nurse, and people would say, "Oh, you have made a lot of money." Well, this is where my money is going, to be a blessing to the people of Liberia. And so initially we starting with us putting our money where our mouth is. We want to help
Mrs. Mobo, this is a lot of money. You know, like building a hospital, this is a lot of money. Where are you going to get it from?
Well, that's why I came to the US, so that I will work a little bit, and every penny I make, I put it into that facility. Just recently, you asked about the lighting issue. Just recently, we invested in almost $11,000 worth of solar panels. So we are putting our money where our mouth is, and we want this to work.
Right.
And so with God on our side, this is going to work. I believe that strongly. The people of Liberia must have health care, better health care. I don't care what the devil is saying, the people of Liberia must live better. And so this is my dream, this is my desire, and this is the desire of a lot of Liberians. Sometimes the Liberians, they say that they want to do it, but the people say they turtle want to box, but the hand is short.
Hmm.
So we want to bring Liberians in. We want to
Right.
bring people in the diaspora in so that we'll all work together as a team to be able to do this work, to be able to help the people. Because think about it. You come to America, you say, oh, I'm bringing all my family, my wife, my children, and everybody coming to America. Well, you bring them, but there's a thread that is connecting you to somebody in Liberia still.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to, even if you don't want to go back to Liberia, but with that thread that is linking you, you will be able to help us for us to provide the care that we need to give to the people of Liberia.
Right. I mean, you sound so convinced, and I'm happy about that. And that is so. Currently, you live in Liberia. You came to America to work. Tell me
Yes.
about that story. That's fascinating because you were here. You went back home.
Yes,
You
I
started a
moved back.
project, and you came back to make some money and go. Tell me about that.
Yes. I moved back in 2021 last year.
Okay.
I packed all my things. I say I'm tired with America. I'm going back home, and I moved back to Liberia. But then I have been wanting to start this initiative, this facility, since we want to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Our health promotion screenings, we wanted to go to another level because we have been going to Liberia every year. I was going to Liberia every year. Every year you go to Liberia, you do health promotion screenings, you donate to people who have high blood pressure problem. You donate the machine, you donate the blood sugar machines, the accessories to the people, and then you're not following them.
Yeah.
This is where I have the problem. You're not following them. You come back to America, and then they gone back to the same old way. And so I decided to go back to move this to another level where we'll be able to follow. We talk about continuity of care so
Yeah.
that we'll be able to follow the people. If somebody has high blood pressure problem, we'll be able to follow them,
Wow. No, that is
provide
very
the care.
profound because
Yes.
a lot of us here, like for those of us who are not medical we go to St. Claude, we buy the vitamin, we buy the Tylenol, and some, send big consignment. But after that, then what? So
Yes.
you that happened over and over, and you say, this is not working because
Mhm.
if somebody is diabetic, that needs to be controlled. So if you just give it to them one time, even if they're checking their
Mm.
sugar or not, how do you know? So this is a
Mm.
more sustainable way. And Reverend Cooper, I mean, this is a parable I'm going to tell you, and you can say it to me in Pele. They say, "Is your color throwing hand that the people will look at before they call coup on your farm?" A lie?
That's not lie.
So from
The
what
coup,
Mrs.
yeah,
Momo is saying, like you got a color throwing hand. So tell me about that.
well, the current throwing hand is that we have a acre half over there in the Orange Grove cotton tree area, and we want to dedicate portion of this for the initial clinic that we had dreamed of. Okay, and so I'm not in a healthcare position, so when I share with my sister here, she is looking at other aspects of caregiving. For example, the Zogas in the streets, those guys need to be careful. They need some mental health facility. So this thing is going to start small, it's going to spread all over. So we are making portion of
Right.
that property available for whatever healthcare undertaking there will be. But we're starting with Snotty. We put our effort together to how we're going to support it. We're going to take part of the budgetary allocation that we, my wife and myself, can contribute to that. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to expose this organization to Liberians in the diaspora and friends of Liberia who, when they buy into it, we all can work together. The funding, there will be a foundation to care for this thing here, and there will be financiers in our community who will properly manage what is donated. That's where we are going at.
So, Mrs. Momo, your color throwing hand, a lot of people will look at it, and I mean, it's amazing that you're doing this and you're being joined by Reverend Cooper. Say, because Reverend Cooper saw your color throwing hand, that's why he joined you.
Yeah, and I want to add,
yes,
my husband is a medical provider. He runs one of the clinic for Firestone in Liberia. Wow. So we have been working together to do this. So he is also on board, and we want to be able, when he retires from Firestone, we want to be able to put all our resources into helping the people of Liberia.
That's commendable. So now, people that are watching us, what do you want other Liberians to do in order to join you in this effort?
Okay, let me come in. When I got the information about the $25,000, in fact, let me backtrack a little bit. Mm-hmm. In 2020, God has blessed me with an idea, which turned into an invention. And this idea was the making of masks. When the corona was raging in America and other places, God has given me this idea to make a mask that you will wear the mask, have it on your face, and still be able to eat and drink. And so I want to use this mask as a fundraiser to be able to get people to buy the mask, and 100%, I say 100% of the proceeds will go to this initiative. So this is where, and I'm going to put the mask on my face so the audience can see how it works.
Right, I can't wait to see a mask that can be on your. So that's the mask.
This is the mask.
Right.
It's on my face, and I want to drink water.
Wow.
Aha.
This is the mask.
You pump water with that.
This is the Massimo Eater mask. So with this mask, we sell it $10 for each mask. And with the mask, we are able to put this money. We're looking for $25,000, but we're looking for even more than that. Yeah. Even though the people are requesting for $25,000. So whatever proceed from the sale, there's a link. We have a link, a website called Massimo Eater Mask, www.massimoeatermask.com.
Say that again.
www.massimo. MASMO.
Okay, hold on. MASK or MAS?
www. That MASMO EATER mask.com. So that's massimoeatermask.com.
www.masmoeatermask.com.
Yes. So when you go to this website, you will be able to either buy the mask, or even if you don't want to buy the mask, you say, "Oh, Corona is gone." Well, and Corona is going to be coming, and when I say coming, here to stay, like the way we have the flu shot, we'll be taking the flu shot. We know that there is a second booster that people have to take now. So, and that's me right there. I was at work and I was eating and I used my mask.
Right. And
So
especially, I mean, when you're in the plane and they bring those crackers around, you want to still be having on your mask and eat. So that would be a
thank
great
you.
place.
Yes, yes. So there's a link under the tab that says our services. When you click on that link, you're going to be able to either donate to the Massimo Eater mask, or you're going to be able to buy the mask, and we will ship it to you wherever you are. We ship the mask to you. Just pay a little fee for shipping and handling, and we go from there. But we want to use this as an opportunity to be able to fundraise for the project, the $25,000 we are looking to get for us to be able to help the people.
So
So that's the
again,
mask right there.
the website is www.masmoeatermask.com.
Yes, yes.
Masmoeatermask.com, and over here you can go on this site. You learn more about it, and you can also what's the place again to order?
Our services. Go to the tab that says our services.
Under our
Yes,
services.
yes. Then you can scroll
So when
down.
you scroll down, and you
Okay,
got
so
you got
you'll be able to order your mask.
It's $10.
And then when you scroll down further, and you see the project that we are doing, this is where the money is going. 100% of the donation and the proceeds from the sale of the Massimo Eater mask will go to this project.
Thank you so very much. All right. Okay. Reverend Cooper.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk more about, one of the areas to generate money for the funding is Masmo. Any other way that anything you want people watching us now, what they can do to support this initiative? Go ahead.
Like I said, like I said, the Diaspora initiative is in the making. We will visit you again after the organization is established. The foundation will be established. Different leaders will be there, and how to fund the organization, and that the website will be created. From there on, donation will be channeled to that website as to how to fund the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative.
So
That's where
as of today, anybody watching us as of today, anybody watching us now, what do you want them to do?
I want there to, like I said, some of our writings have proposed the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative and Sonati and Micah Healthcare Revival have a memorandum of understanding, and that memorandum is being signed, is being shared with Mr. Momo down on the ground. And so any funding for the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative will be channeled through SNOTing, and until we can organize and register the organization here in the States and on the ground. So this is a collaboration, a combination of the two dreams. And so any funding go to SNOTing is going for the purpose. It's going for the purpose of which we want it for the healthcare purpose in Liberia. Yes.
Thank you. Arie, if you want to add, besides the masks, anybody watching the show now, what do you want them to do today to help this very worthy cause?
Well, we are asking, pleading, and begging the Liberian people to help us. You don't have to buy the mask, but we want help. We want donation, and we want to bring people on board. We don't only want to have healthcare people. We want accountants. You know, people can provide their expertise for this cause, so that lawyers will have lawyers who will be able to work with us. We'll be able to have healthcare providers. We'll be able to have people who have learned a lot about different things, about equipment, about radiology, different areas, so that we'll come together and help the people. So we need money. We need expertise. We need money. We need them to donate. And once we form this, we come together and put this together. This Diaspora Healthcare Initiative will be able to reach out more to the Liberian people. So, but we need help. We need support.
If you are just joining us, this is Focus on Liberia Special Edition. We are interviewing Mrs. Arie Sekle Momo and Reverend Marley Cooper, both of the Diaspora Healthcare Initiative. They have big plans, big dreams to assist with the healthcare situation in Liberia, and they are calling on you to help. If you want to join the conversation now to comment or ask a question, the number is on the screen, 605-313-6004. The code is 791403#. So you can join or put your comments. Already we have few comments here. Gertrude Kennedy is watching. Umentro Krenga is watching. Belly say hi, Mr. Jai. Hi, Belly. Thank you for watching. Emmanuel G. Mobo is watching. Thank you so much. James is also watching. Thank you. Glikel Vuku say thank God and want to appreciate that too. Abby Tyler, who is our healthcare contributor here on Focus on Liberia, say your effort is commendable. Alex Nimla is also watching. We say, Alex, thanks for watching. And even for those who will watch later, we say thank you so much. And one of the ways in which you can help is going to the site www.masmoeater.com. That's masmoeatermask.com, and pick up a mask. This mask, and you can see Aaron is wearing that now. You can wear it and also eat. And this is, I mean, I've never heard of this kind of thing before, that you can wear mask, eat, drink. So there you have it. It's only $10. And she said 100% of the proceeds will go into the construction of a hospital that they are working on already. On top of that, other healthcare initiatives. And I like, Aaron, when you said, you know, follow up. So you have moved to Liberia to do this. As we wind the program down, I want you to mention for me anything else that we didn't cover that you want us to go over, that you want to talk about.
Well, Dennis, do you want to have some contact information? We're going to make you the media of contact. So in the future, we will, you know, as you come on board, we're going to make this the Focus on Liberia as media of contact for Diaspora initiative, and we're going to ask you to come on board so that contact information will be available for those who want to donate and all of that. If you will talk offline, and I will give you my information, and Aaron will give you information as to where they can address question or letter or comments.
Thank you. Mrs. Mobile, anything you want to talk that we have not covered already?
I just want to take this time to thank the Liberian people in advance, because I know this is huge, but with the God that we serve, nothing is bigger than our God. And so I want to first of all thank God for giving me the opportunity to be able to do this work, to be a blessing to the people of Liberia. And I'm looking forward to working. I'm going back to Liberia soon. I just came to do little 1-2-1-2, and I'll be going back soon. So I pray that
So am I.
other Liberians will get on board and they will help us, that we will provide the care that the people need. And something else I wanted to reiterate, and that has to do with the Zogos and the Zogis problem. And
Yeah.
the Zogos and the Zogis problem. And so these people, they are Liberians. And prior to now, after the war, these people, they were not when the war subsided, or when we got through with war, fighting each other, well, the people were not rehabilitated. And I thank God for Naomi Cooper, that's Pastor Cooper's wife. She had a dream, and I'm running with this dream that she had. She said it was like God was telling her that there should be revival in the world, and revival for Liberia. And so initially I wanted to name the hospital that we are building. I wanted to name it St. Michael Health and Rehabilitation Center. But rehabilitation and revival, they are synonymous. And when God tells you to do something, you got to run with it. And so I'm running with this vision for the Zogos and the Zogis, those people that we call criminals, that they will come and seek health care and they will be revived.
Yeah.
They will be revived. In the Bible, Saul, I'm not a preacher. Saul was on his way killing people. He was a very bad man. But when God got ready, he arrested him. And when he arrested him, he changed his life. And so this is my prayer, that God will change the life of the Zogos and the Zogis. God will change the life of those criminals that we call criminals, that God will turn them into better citizens, that because they are our future leaders, and they will be better citizens, and Liberia will get better. Amen. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming, and thanks so much for the work that you are doing, both of you. And even the more you do it, as Reverend Cooper would say from the pulpit, let the Lord strengthen your hands. So thank
Amen.
you so much
Yes.
for what you're doing, and that you are not sitting down and waiting for everything to be fine, but you yourself, you are in the middle of it. We want to encourage our viewers
Right.
to contact you right now. If somebody want to call you and they want to be a part, what's the number or email that they can reach you?
Well, my email, you have my email address, but let me say it. My email address, I'm the only one that is still using AOL. So my email address is Irene Sekle, that's IRENESEKLE at AOL.com.
Thank you. So before we wind this down again, let me get your closing comments and we can close. Let's start with Reverend Cooper.
We are very grateful to God for you. You're one of the pioneers in screaming in our community here, and your studio is impressive.
Oh, thank you.
So we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to add this dream The drink is for Liberia. It's not for Marley Cooper. It's not for Arie Momo. It's for the Liberian people. And we want all Liberians to join us so that we can, attack this monster that is in our community on the ground and elsewhere. And we know that we want to have an adequate, affordable, and accessible healthcare system. And who else can provide it? People from the diaspora who are healthcare professionals who have work over here. They know what good healthcare is. They know how to manage it. This is why we want to tap into their profession, their skill, expertise to bring it so that we can utilize it for Liberia. Not for anybody, the Liberian people. This is our appeal to you, and we can do it. The former President Obama said, yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Thank you so much, Reverend Cooper, for coming. Mrs. Momo.
Yeah, so I want to thank God for giving us this opportunity to be able to come on your show. And like Pastor said, your studio is impressive, and keep doing the good work. And we want to tap into your expertise as well, so that we can all work together to be a blessing to Liberia. We need everybody, all hands on deck. We need everybody, every well-meaning Liberian. We need everybody. So I want to thank God, and I want to also thank you for bringing us on board on your show, that we can do what we are doing to expose the people of Liberia to what we have been doing or what we continue to do. And so I thank you, and I thank the Liberian people again for the opportunity given to us for us to be able to help them. Because if they don't want to be helped, how will you help them? So I know our people want help, they need help. And so I say thank you, Liberian people. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for collaborating with us, that we can work together as a team. This is teamwork. Work together as a team. Together, each achieve more. Team. Together, each achieve more. We will all achieve more. So I thank you guys. I thank you all. And stay safe.
Thank you. On that note, we want to say thanks so much for watching, and thank you all for coming. We always don't close a broadcast without playing our song that says we are all Liberians. Whether you're going to be part of the initiative or not, we are all Liberians. What we all should remember is, let us do the little in our own way to make Liberia the glorious land of liberty. Good night, and God bless you.
We are Liberians. Liberia is our home. Liberian people. Liberia.